on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for watching another video. I have my Turbo Rabbit out today. This is probably the warmest and nicest day that we've had in, I would say, a month here in Jersey. It's like 42 degrees outside, which is crazy to say that that's going to be probably the best we're going to get till maybe the springtime. We'll see. But I decided I wanted to take the car out and just have a good time. There's a couple different little things that I've actually changed up that I want to show you guys. So we're going to go under the hood. Well, I got the hood already popped open because I'm excited to show you guys. Basically, a couple little changes that I made. Hopefully you enjoy. I'll answer a couple questions that you guys might have in the next segment of the video on what I did and I guess cost-wise. So let's get into it. Don't worry about this. This is actually one of my other external mics that I have for engine bay audio, and I'll just show you guys that really quickly. So I just wrap it up so it doesn't get too hot and so it doesn't cut out the mic with all the engine bay sounds, and I keep it here to try to get some under the hood sounds. But anyways, as you see, you might actually see a little bit of smoke. I don't know if the camera is picking that up. I changed my oil feed line to a 90-degree instead of the straight up old one that I used to have. But the most apparent change that I've made is obviously the intake that I put on the car. So this is a 4 to 3 silicone 90-degree adapter, 90-degree elbow, silicone, another longer 90 to this 45, and I actually went with a velocity stack. So I had a filter on this setup before. The good thing is that I could change back and forth between the stack and a regular filter that fits right here. It clears the hood, no problem. It doesn't hit, it doesn't do anything weird. It's just low enough by the way I angled it to be perfectly good, but I love the way this looks now. I think it looks super sick. And I'm not gonna lie, the car definitely feels a little bit more responsive with this new setup, and I kind of like the way it looks too. My plan eventually is going to be to run this charge pipe under the car like most people do, retain my coolant, not my coolant bottle, I'm sorry, my washer bottle, put it back there because I miss having a washer bottle. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't realize how much I was gonna miss that. So this would run back under the car straight. You wouldn't see this anymore. I'd clock the turbo a different way, put the washer bottle back in, and it'll be a lot cleaner under here once I do that. But for now, I can't even lie, I love the way this looks. And maybe you guys are thinking cost-wise, like what does a setup like this cost, like intake and whatnot? To be honest, I probably have like $60, $70 into this intake. And it's just cheap and puzzled together to fit and kind of work, and just taking like very brief and just like 2-second measurements to make sure things are going to fit where they need to. But I didn't get anything custom made. This is all kind of puzzle pieced together. This build has some very good quality parts, some more budget-friendly parts. The intake, I didn't want to go crazy. I used to run a turbo guard, and then before I made an intake like temporarily that ran from there over here, and I don't know, I didn't really like that. It felt a little bit too cluttered on this side, so I decided to run it kind of like how Mark 6 GTIs and whatnot, they come from the passenger side crossing over to the driver's side. I kind of wanted to make something a little more similar to that. I have another coupler coming for here, a little shorter one, to try to move this over. It's right now touching the battery box a little bit, which is not a big deal, but I want to move this over just a little bit more. So I got a little shorter 90-degree elbow there for the intake. But besides that, guys, that's pretty much what we're working with. So we're going to go drive the car, get some good exhaust clips, some induction sounds, because this thing sounds crazy now. I did a couple little pulls, no full pulls yet, but I've done a couple of small ones, and this is super loud now, of course, because you're getting just straight air right to the turbo, so it sounds pretty sick. So let's get into it.